Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, and welcome back to another review. Now, this isn't a review of a product that I've been sent, this is a review of a product I bought. I was pointed in the direction of this product by a subscriber, and as you know, I've mentioned him many times, Sean in the Isle of Wight. He's, I think it's his son-in-law, has got, I'm sure he will correct me, has got one of these. It's very similar to something we've already installed before, but for a fraction, and I mean a fraction of the price. Stay tuned, let's see what we got. So if you've got the box standard stereo CD player, obviously FM, AM radio, you might have one that's got Blue and Me, which this car's got Blue and Me. So you've got your steering wheel controls, you've got your Blue and Me socket down there, and you can connect your phone with a cable to play music. You can't do it wirelessly, whatever phone you got. And you can see something just above the dash there, can't you? So let me show you what we got. A portable CarPlay and Android Auto. It's got USB, headphone socket, GPS. It's got a picture of a camera there. I don't think it's got a camera in it, but I think you can plug one into it. And as you can see, there's a TF card there, so it's got a TF slot as well. So wireless Apple CarPlay, very, very similar to the CarPlay one that I've got. Now, I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but Sean tells me that it's really good. And we'll come on to the best bit afterwards. But we need to do a review on it and try it. So let's get it out of the box and let's see what we got. Right, so in the box, we have manual, and we have what looks like a mounting bracket of some sort. We've got a video cable there, the yellow one, looks like a video cable, and we have the standard plug into the cigarette lighter power socket. In here we have even more cables, so we don't get this much cables with the CarPlay one, but what this is, I paid I think about £2 extra for a reversing camera. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to use the reversing camera. Only reason is when it's on the dashboard, and we always feed the cable through here to neaten it up a bit, and then run it underneath here, down here, plugged into there. So it's more of a permanent install, and it just looks neater. If you do this, you could do the same with that. However, it just means another cable's got to come out. So I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but I thought, you know, I'm getting a reversing camera for a couple of quid, so I thought I might as well. In here we have a dash mount, very similar to the CarPlay one. We also have a windscreen mount. Now, in the advert where I bought this from, and I will put the link in the description. I'm not getting any money for this. This is, you know, as I say, I bought these. I've not been sponsored by this company at all, whoever this company even may be. But in the advert, it didn't have a windscreen mount, but it does come with one. And then, of course, we've got the actual thing itself. Now, very similar to the CarPlay. It's a bit bigger than the CarPlay one by the looks of it. Let's just take it out of the bag and we'll have a proper look. It's a nice wide screen. So what have you got in there? You've got an ordinary USB-A. We've got a TF card. We've got the DC in socket. We've got an audio, and we've got a video in. So obviously the video in, you can plug in a dash cam. You could plug in a reversing cam, whatever you like. And there's the screen. It doesn't appear to have a protective cover on the screen like the CarPlay one does, but then of course you take that off. It's got a power button on the top there, so you can turn it off. I'm assuming that's the top. So what I'm going to do is I am going to temporarily mount it on the dash up here, and then we'll switch it on. We'll power up the car and see what it's like. So let me just get it up on the dash and we'll have a look. Okay, so we got that tuned to 88.6, so you can choose your frequency that you want to do it down there. So I've just moved, so I've got close to it, using the left and right buttons, and then if you press, you can stop it, and then you can do it 5 megahertz by megahertz using the up and down button. So we've got it tuned to 88.6. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to put that onto number 5, So we've done that. Speaker on, FM. So we want to turn FM on, don't we? And speaker off, presumably. Bear in mind I've not done this before, so I don't actually know what I'm doing. So we're choosing 88.6. So I think, I don't know if you have to do anything. 88.6, 89. Yeah, it moves it over to there. Okay, so then we go home. What else do we need to do? Settings? No, that's brightness. Here we go. Factory setup. We can set the clock up. Sound. We've got graphic equalizer. Wallpaper. So you can choose your wallpaper. Different wallpapers. Language, clock, version, etc., etc. That's brightness, day and night. Oh, what's it done? So obviously we want to link our phone to it. So do we want CarPlay, Mirror Play or AirPlay? Auto Connect CarPlay. Or Mirror. That's iPhone, and then you've got your Android over the other side. So obviously you'll have to choose it on your phone. You can Bluetooth music to it. If we go into that, we should have lots of other things, I think. Basic setup, built-in speaker off, reverse mute on, touch calibration, restore factory. Then you can obviously reset it to there. We've got graphic equalizer, loudness, we like loudness, so we'll put that on. Display settings, wallpaper. So then what we need to do, I'm just going to connect my phone to it, and then we'll come back and we should get the phone icons on the screen. So there you go, I have just connected it via my phone. I just selected it, turned the Bluetooth on, which it was on anyway, selected it in the Bluetooth, and it popped up within about 3 seconds. It popped up, and there is my music. Press it again and it goes to your apps. Everything you've got which is on your phone looks quite responsive. If you press on car, it goes back to the original interface, so you can choose how you want to play everything. So I am going to play some music. Obviously I can't do that because it will mess up my algorithms, but that's it basically. If you press on the home button, it will then go back to Apple CarPlay. So it all looks pretty good. I'm just going to play some music. As I say, I can't play the music for the advert, for the advert. I can't play the music for the YouTube video because it will mess up with the advert. So I'm just going to confirm that it does work like that when I play something from Spotify, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you where you can get it and how much it cost. Right, so I had to mute that obviously because I was playing the Lighthouse Family, which is in my, as you know, is in my playlist on Spotify. Now I don't know if it's my imagination, but the music playing through, you know that these stereos aren't all that, are they? The sound aren't all that. I don't know if it's my imagination or it's a coincidence, but the sound is, I would say, 10 times better than what you normally get. Now I did adjust bass and treble on this the other day before I actually, before I installed this. Obviously you only see me just install it now, but the sound is really, really good. I'm amazed. Yeah. So you just press on there and it takes you back to that. You can have your sat nav going. You operate in your Apple phone, or obviously if you've got an Android phone. That is basically it. So I will show you when I've got it installed again properly in this car. But this video is for this particular thing, not for this car. However, that is it. Here's the box. We've got the instructions here, which are in multiple languages. That you don't need them really, but yeah. So as I say, what I would suggest you do, which is what I've done with the other stereos like this that I've installed, is you take this out. So you have to take the stereo out, unscrew this, take that out. Take it apart. Well, actually you don't need to take it apart. You feed the cable in from the back. You may cut a little notch in the end of it to run the cable through. You then feed it down here. Now I always take that out because it's easier to get your hand up so you can feel it. Run it through, run this cable all underneath so it's not in the way, and then you plug it into there. Now this one, which the Carperide one hasn't got, it's got 2 USB sockets as well. So that actually makes that even better, because it gives you an additional 2 USB sockets. You can obviously, for whatever you want to use, charge your phone, whatever you want to do. So if you're using your phone on here, obviously if your phone's not plugged in, then you're not got, it uses the power up more. So of course you can plug your phone in. How good is that? So that's it. So let me just tell you how much it costs and where you get it from. So I'm not even sure it's got a name. It's a bit of a generic. So there's no manufacturer name on it. Just says on the box, portable CarPlay and Android Auto. There's no name. If you look at the box, it just says made in China, universal 10.26 screen. So it's 10-inch screen. Radio multimedia, Wi-Fi video player, wireless CarPlay screen for app. So you can play YouTube videos. I could watch myself on here if I want to. In fact, I might do that in a minute before I finish this video. The price. So as you know, the one I put in my last car, if you've seen that video, it was made by Carperide. The first one I did was a higher screen, and some people said, oh, it gets in the way of your vision because it's a bit on the too high side, which it didn't, but I could see where they were coming from. The other one is a bit narrower than this, which was ideal. Slightly smaller. It's only like an 8-inch screen, 7-inch screen, 8-inch screen, but it's a wide screen, so it's not so high, so it doesn't take up so much space on the windscreen. This one is bigger. It's a 10-inch screen. The other one, the Carperide one, with my $50 discount with free delivery, came out at £98. The other one I think is around the 140 mark with a discount, because it's a bigger screen and so on. So they're not cheap, but the beauty of these things is you've got wireless Apple CarPlay, you still maintain your CD player if you want it, you haven't got to fork out for a new stereo, you haven't got to mess around with the vents and all that sort of stuff. You can take it out. You can on the bracket. It's on a releasable bracket, so you know if you're parking in a dodgy area or something like that, you can take it off and put it away somewhere, put it under the seat or wherever you want to put it. Just not leaving it on the dashboard, which is obviously ideal. So that one was £98 with a $50 discount. I bought 2 of these. These, wait for it, with a camera, £32. £32. They are a third of the price of the Carperide ones. And I was thinking, can they be any good for 32 quid? Let's buy a couple just to see. I've shown you. It doesn't seem laggy at all. It boots up immediately. It connects within 5 seconds. When you switch the ignition off and then you go back to it once it's all installed, it comes on straight away. There is a power button on the top if you wanted to turn it off. It's brilliant. What is there not to like? The only thing about it is it doesn't come with a dash cam, whereas if you spend more money on a Carperide one, you can buy one with a dash cam, and there are other makes as well, but I think they're pretty pricey. £32 with a reversing camera. Without the reversing camera, I think they were £30. Or it might have been 34 and 32, I can't remember now. But yeah, 32 quid. Absolute no-brainer. If you want to get yourself one of these, as I say, I'm not sponsored by this company on it. I bought them from AliExpress. So Sean pointed me to AliExpress. He pointed me to the page where they are. I looked at them, I thought, 32 quid? Really? Speaks for itself, doesn't it? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Sean, thank you as always for that top tip for pointing me towards these. If you want to get one, AliExpress, go to the description of this video. There's a link there for it. I don't get any rake off for them. Get yourself one. Absolutely brilliant. What is there not to like? So that's on the phone. So as I say, you press on there and it gives you that. When you're in music, I've actually done that as well. So if you go to music and then press on that, that's also set to 22, but it is independent. And that's because I turned that up full blast. So yeah, it wasn't massively loud on the phone. And the phone didn't answer because there's no one in. So it was only the ring. But when I turned it up to full blast, it was probably audible enough, and you would obviously have to turn the stereo up. Now, the only problem I've ever found with any of these things when you're using the NFM transmitter like this is the music that comes out of it is lower volume than it would be if it was the radio, say. So you have to turn it up. So I've got that programmed into number 6. So if I press number 1 now, it'll probably be blaring. So I would start off in normal radio, and then you can switch onto it. It will automatically boot that up, But if you never use the radio and you only use that, it won't matter, but you do have to turn the volume up to use it. But just be aware that if you then go back to radio or CD, it would be really loud, so turn it down first. I don't know why it does that, but it's obviously the limitations, I guess, of the FM transmitter. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, if you want one of these, go get yourself over to the description on this video, AliExpress. There's a link there for it. It's about 32 quid, no brainer. So that is another review, and as I said before, I did not get paid for this. I bought these, no one's paid me, no one's gonna pay me. It's a cracker. That's the review. Thanks for watching. As always, if you're not a subscriber, hit on that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up if you like this product, if you like this video. Let me know what you think of it in the description, in the comments. Until the next one, as always, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.